Hi, my name is Leah Day, and welcome to this video for the Building Blocks Quilt-Along. We're in our last set of blocks, and Josh is going to be quilting out Wiggly Superstar today on one of the Spoonflower cheater cloth blocks. Let's get started.
Okay, I have ditched out the perimeter and the star shape as well, and now I'm beginning on these wavy lines. And I'm going to mix things up a little bit here.
So what's your plan?
I think I have gone, I've evolved past just simply tracing over the line, so I'm going to go in the other direction, like so.
Just kind of creating your own design on the surface. That's wonderful.
Well, it's still a wavy shape. There we go.
And this is the fun thing about quilting, is that as soon as you start feeling that confidence, you can start changing it up and doing your own thing.
Exactly.
So now you're travel stitching along the edge of the star.
Mm-hmm. And I'll just try to follow that shape. And the key here, echoing, go slowly.
And kind of be looking at the space between your needle and the other line of stitching. Not really at your needle so much. That looks great.
Thank you. Now I'm going to move into the interior star, and I would like Leah's advice on this, because what I would like to do is just knock out this line right here and the corresponding lines in the center. So where should I go? How should I begin this?
Just to clarify, you're not wanting to stitch all four of these?
No, just one.
You just feel like it's, what, too much stitching?
I think this would make it pop better from a design standpoint, just to have the one stitched interior.
Okay, so just this furthest line. Well, what I would do is I'd get started right here, just because this is the closest area. You can kind of hook into this line and go straight across. And then when you get over here, you'll be right here, which is pretty close to the edge of the quilt. So I just use that edge to go ahead and travel stitch off to the edge of the block.
Down to the bottom, okay.
Then along that edge, I'm right here on the edge of the camera, but I think you can see this, yeah. So right here along the edge of the block, and then I travel stitch up and into, and then you can connect with that next line. And you can pretty much kind of trace that star shape all the way through the block. Just doing that, you know, basically kind of focusing on how your pathway, how to get all the way out to the edge. But I'll talk you through it as we go.
Excellent.
Just travel stitching down and now hitting that straight line and working on through.
Travel stitching down the bottom. Okay, and Leah, now where? This line?
Yeah,
which one am I?
basically stitch right along that edge.
And then get to here?
Yeah, that's the line that you're wanting to hit, because that's consistent with what you've hit over here.
Okay, I understand.
Yeah, and I'm seeing some pretty big stitches there, so if you can, just speed up your machine just a little bit.
Or just slow down my hands.
And just keep in mind that, you know, this Spoonflower block is going to be very different from the block if you pieced it, just simply because the block that we pieced is so wonky. None of these seams matched. And so it's a little easier to quilt. Josh has a lot easier time quilting these than we did. We had seam allowances and the wonkiness to kind of take into consideration. But either way, no matter which way you quilt it, it's definitely going to be a nice skill builder, a nice variety of things that you can play with, even if you decide to pick your entirely different design like Josh has. Yeah. That'll be your last line. Perfect. Awesome. So talk me through, what's your plan? We've got these wiggly lines here, kind of running more or less parallel, you know, kind of parallel with the edges of the block. What's your plan for this area?
I was gonna go against the grain here as well and kind of do that number.
Just some wiggly lines across? Okay.
Do my best here to echo.
That's terrific. Yeah, echoing is one of those things that can be a little challenging without those marked lines, but we've built so much skill through this year doing so much echoing that by now it should be something that you can do without the marked lines. So that's it for this video. You know, Josh, you changed this block up a lot, so let's take a look at what it looked like on the front and back whenever it was finished. You know, I think changing up the design should be something that you definitely play with from here on out. Seeing what you can do to make it your own, and also to experiment with the things that you want to experiment with. You might look at one of the blocks that I've designed and just really hate the quilting design. I'm not offended by that, you know, but it's your quilt, so you should be able to make it whatever you want. So definitely feel the freedom to change things up. Overall, what did you think of this block?
I really enjoyed it. I liked going off the lines. I liked having that freedom, and just the moment I realized it, and I think it improved the block. And I think I always look at the entire quilt and look at this one block, because I'm proud of my my stitching in this.
Excellent, excellent. So if you're looking to try this out, try these free motion quilted blocks, and really build your skills for both quilting on a line and quilting off a line, definitely check out the Building Blocks quilt pattern. This pattern is available at leahday.com, and it comes with both piecing and free motion quilting information for you to get started on the right foot. If you'd rather not learn how to piece, or you just don't need to build that skill, you can also check out our cheater cloth fabric available at spoonflower.com. Just run a search for Building Blocks and you'll find it. Until next time,
Let's go quilt.